We recently saw the army chief of Pakistan, General Bajwa, begging the United States to pull a few strings at the IMF in order for Pakistan to obtain the desperately needed IMF loan. Imran Khan quickly reacted, saying this was not the job of an army chief, and put Bajwa down. And Imran Khan is true to a certain extent. But do you recall, during the rule of Imran Khan, didn't China provide loans to Pakistan? And who went to China for that loan? Wasn't it Bajwa himself, the army general? So during the rule of Imran Khan, the same army chief went to China asking for a loan, and the Chinese agreed. The loan was provided on the request of the army chief. So back then it was fine for the army chief to beg for a loan, but right now it's not. Imran Khan is saying it's not the job of the army chief. Okay, he's got a valid point, and I agree. But also, let's call out the hypocrisy. Bajwa went to China begging for a loan during the reign of Imran Khan. Why didn't Imran Khan say anything back then? He could have said, Bajwa, it's not your job to beg for loans. This is all deceptive politics, my friend, and it doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever, because it's not logical, and due to Imran Khan dialing up his image with Islam, people fall for it. All these leaders in Pakistan, they do it. You'll find just before elections, they'll go to Hajj. It just looks appealing to the crowd. It gets them more votes. I know there are plenty of youth who support Imran Khan. They love him. He has a big following, even on this channel. And who am I to say they are wrong? I've also admired him for a number of things. But for good governance to work, and ultimately for truth and justice to prevail, we need to ask the right questions. And I do wonder why the people of Pakistan never question what Imran Khan will do to save the economy. You see, it's all well and good saying Na Manzoor, Na Manzoor, imported government, Na Manzoor. Sure, nobody likes the puppet regime of Shahbaz Sharif. But tell me, what is Imran Khan going to do to save Pakistan? What will he do that he hasn't done in the last 4 years? I'm saying sure, let's make Imran Khan the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Forget the next 10 years, we'll give him 20 years. But what's the plan? Step by step. Have you guys seen anything written down in writing? I haven't. If he doesn't like the IMF, then what's the alternative? How will Pakistan get away from the IMF loan trap, which has enslaved Pakistanis today and will continue to enslave Pakistanis of the future? China doesn't want to lend any further to Pakistan, so how will Imran Khan save the day? You see folks, there are no answers, and when there are no answers, people hallucinate. I often get messages from people, and it's quite embarrassing, but I will share it with you guys. They tell me, you will see Imran Khan come back. He will create a Medina state, bring a presidential system, and then conduct Bajwa of Hind on India, a holy battle, and put the leaders out in India in chains. And all of a sudden, Jesus will break from the sky, come down, and everybody will live happily ever after. That's all well and good, but who will fund this so-called Bajwa of Hind? Will it be funded through IMF loans? You see folks, it's an absolute joke. For years, Pakistan has been saying they are the victims of Dehshatgardi, which means terrorism. To a certain extent, it's true, but who created the Taliban and Lashkar-e-Toiba, Sipah-e-Mohammed and the TTP, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan? Weren't they created by Pakistan? Many take great pride in this fact because they were created by the Secret Intelligence Service of Pakistan. And what about TTP, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan? If I'm not mistaken, they are sitting inside Afghanistan. But aren't they Pakistani? So the intelligence agency of Pakistan creates a terror group, then gives them arms, gives them money, training, thinks it can control it, but then all of a sudden they bite the hand that feeds them. These groups then cause mayhem inside Pakistan, and then Pakistan says, oh, we are victims of terror. Where's the logic with all this? The group's name is called Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, not Tehreek-e-Taliban Ibiza or Jamaica, but Pakistan. They were born in Pakistan. So how can the leadership of Pakistan call themselves victims? Tehreek-e-Pakistan wants to create a caliphate in Pakistan. They don't believe in the laws of Pakistan. They even had a problem with Imran Khan for not keeping a beard. They had a problem with that. I never did. I couldn't care less who has a beard, who doesn't. But these things do matter to the average Pakistani. Isn't Pakistan a Muslim majority country? Don't they want Sharia law? Of course they do, and their leaders to have big beards. So why does Pakistan have a problem with Tehreek-e-Pakistan TTP? Just by holding a prayer bead does not sort the issue out. Anyway, thanks for listening. I just wanted to get this off my chest. Maybe you can let me know your thoughts on the matter. Have a lovely night.